Ready? All right. So, you were saying?
Right. So,
Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
I know I was a bit of a distraction in the bedroom, but there still is a question that needs to be answered.
We have a lot to talk about first.
I can see that you're wanting to say yes.
I do. And I will. After I've said what needs to be said. There's something I should share with you about my past.
So Bill Spencer knows.
You guys surprised, really? Nicole told Wyatt, so of course he knows.
She has no idea what she's done. Now that he knows, it's going to be all over the internet, if it isn't already.
Can you relax, please? It's fine.
No, it's not fine. She should have told Rick a long time ago. Now she's dragging him into the tabloids.
She won't. I went to Bill, I told him that Maya's past is a private matter, and that we want to keep it that way.
You sure about this?
Hell no. The whole thing could backfire. Katie will be furious.
Exactly. So you want to wait? You want to think about it?
Hell no. It's the only move we can make. I can handle Katie. I want the world to know everything about Rick's girlfriend. Run the story.
I've got to talk to Bill.
Why? I told you it's fine.
Since when does Bill Spencer listen to you?
This could be a huge scandal. He's going to jump all over this.
Maybe you wouldn't mind that so much.
What? Really? Did you just say that to me? You think I would conspire with Bill? I told him to keep it to himself.
Yes, but did he listen to you?
Even if he doesn't listen to me, I'm sure he listened to Katie.
Katie knows?
Katie knows. He took a strong stand. Talking about her nephew.
Yeah, well, he's talking about making a lot of money. That's all he cares about. He just wants to sell a lot of magazines. They don't call him Dollar Bill for nothing.
What about Liam?
About him.
Well, he is the editor of Eye on Fashion. Doesn't he have the final say?
I can hand out titles left and right. I have the final say. I could make you senior executive vice counsel of the company, and it doesn't mean jack. Look, Liam doesn't need to know about this yet. If he gets wind of it, I'm gonna hear, but dad, and he's gonna try to talk me out of it.
Well, maybe he should. I mean, you don't care about this hurting you financially.
We are gonna sell tons of magazines.
You're talking about Forrester stock, huh?
No one in the fashion industry cares if someone is transgender. You know who cares? Housewives, standing in line at the grocery store checkout, buying my tabloids. That's who cares. You know who else cares? Rick. And he is going to have a meltdown. And when he does, we can ship him back off to Paris or to a mental hospital. Either one works for me. The bottom line is, Forrester will then have some stability. My stock is gonna thrive, Forrester will win, I will win. And there is no reason I shouldn't do this.
Do what? What are you planning?
You've come a long way.
I have. But I think we're talking about different things.
When we were first together, you ran away from me. You let the fear of who I was or the fear of what was haunting you from your past get in the way. But you're not running anymore.
No, I want to face this straight on.
Good. Because I'm not going to let you question yourself ever again. You don't have to worry about fitting into my world, Maya.
I don't question myself. I know who I am, and I finally feel like I belong. Like I'm home. As a model, at Forrester, with you. I am the woman that I have always wanted to be. And for so long, my outside didn't match my inside. And that's what I have to explain.
Well, you'll excuse me. I have something I need to take care of.
Of course you do. You two aren't up to anything, are you?
Oh, come on. You know I'm full of surprises. That's one of the reasons you love me.
Yeah, right.
You can go.
I thought we agreed that you weren't going to exploit this.
Exploit what?
Maya's past.
Who said I am?
Come on.
Katie, this could be a huge story.
About my nephew.
About a con artist who duped her way into Rick's bed.
All right, just stop. Stop right there.
Am I wrong?
You are a smart man. And I'm sure you're smart enough to know what kind of trouble you're going to land in if you publish this story about Maya.
Nothing, still nothing.
No, it's just the usual fluff. It's really not out there. Not yet.
Told you, Bill pulled the story.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for protecting Rick like that.
Protecting Rick, I was protecting the company. I don't care if Rick falls, I just don't want to be in the public eye.
He's your brother, Rick.
I know who he is, Dad. I know he is to me, and I know he is to you. And you know what? Maybe when you're not coddling him, you could see that he did this to himself.
Rick did not do this to himself. Maya put him in this position.
No. Rick put himself into this position. He's a bully, he's a dictator. He forced all of us to worship the ground that Maya walks on. I know he's your son, and I know you're worried about what he's going through. What about the people and the way he treated them around here? What about that? It's karma. It's coming for Rick.
Your outside didn't match? Your environment, you mean? Midwest girl destined for Beverly Hills, that sort of thing?
That too. But this is deeper than that. As a kid, I always felt like something was off.
Every kid feels that, especially when puberty hits.
This is more than typical adolescent angst. This is knowing that the core of yourself isn't being seen by anyone else. My parents were very traditional, proper. They weren't interested in anything outside of what they knew. You know, it was meat and potatoes and dinner at 6 o'clock sharp, and by golly, you're gonna clean your plate. You know, kids are seen and not heard kind of upbringing, which honestly was fine with me because what I had to say was never gonna be heard anyway.
It's hard for me to imagine knowing the person you are. Someone who's not afraid to voice her opinion, tell like it is.
Yeah. Well, it's taken me a long time to get here, and I'm proud of who I am. I spent way too long trying to hide who I was and pretending to be someone I wasn't and trying to please these people who couldn't accept the person they gave birth to.
They wanted you to live your life a certain way, but you had other ideas.
Exactly. And so when I was old enough to execute those ideas, I did. I left. I moved to LA and I became the person you see in front of you today.
I think I finally understand why it was so awkward then when Nicole just showed up. Made you face all those things that you left behind.
Yeah, it brought up a lot of memories. And it was upsetting at first, but I am thankful now. Because having her in my life has prepared me for this conversation. It's forced me to look at my past, and I have to do that. If you and I are gonna have a future. Please don't take any joy in this.
I'm not. That's who I am a little bit.
Look, you can't call this karma, all right? Rick doesn't deserve any of this.
Oh, stop it.
All this talk about him being a dictator and a bully.
That's how I see him. And yes, on a human level, I get it. It sucks to be blindsided like that. But something so intimate. He did this. He put this woman on a pedestal. He took down Mother's picture and replaced it with hers, a woman that he barely knew. And now we kind of figured that all out, too. Everybody else saw that she was just trying to weasel her way into his bed.
She does love him, really. Her feelings are genuine.
It doesn't really matter anymore because she kept him in the dark, and he doesn't like that.
Look, if Maya is smart about this, if she handles this the way we hope she does, and admits to him that she's sorry, maybe he'll forgive it.
That's not the Rick I know. The Rick I know is gonna blow his top, and then he's gonna turn a switch, and he's done. Ask Caroline.
But Caroline didn't come to him. She was exposed. This is different.
That's nice, Dad. Really nice. Really nice. I guess my point is that this may not end the way that you guys want it to.
What are you doing?
I'm texting Liam. Hey, come on!
Liam doesn't need to be involved.
He is the editor of Eye on Fashion. If a damaging article is being published in that magazine, he should know about it.
Have I given you any indication I'm going to publish?
Yes, you have.
Well, Katie.
No. Maya is who she is. She is a beautiful woman. Her past is her business, not ours. Don't publish.
I understand why you want to share with me how you grew up. I've got countless stories that I'd love to share with you too, but we don't have to have that conversation now. Accept my proposal tonight, and we can have a lifetime to uncover the past.
No. No, I have to explain things now. When we get married, if we get married, you need to know exactly what happened and the steps I took to become your bride.
Whatever happened in your childhood, it can stay there. That's not who I'm asking to marry, that girl, whoever she was. I'm asking the Maya of today. So don't feel obligated to explain anything to me about how you grew up or who you were before. We don't get to choose our parents. We don't get to choose how we were raised or where we were born. I'm not going to judge you based upon a lifestyle that you weren't able to choose. How I grew up, how you grew up, good or bad, that's okay. And what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter. I would never bail on you. I mean, that's what this is kind of about, right? So tell me what you want to tell me. But make sure the first word is yes. And you can put this ring on your finger, and then we can delve into what made me Rick and you Maya.
A lot more went into making me. And you need to know. And it's not gonna be easy. You're gonna have questions, and I will answer them the best that I can.
Okay.
Okay, where to start? I guess with why I moved to LA.
You wanted to act.
Yes. But more than that, I wanted to be myself.
And you didn't think you could do that back home?
I knew I needed help and that I couldn't get it there. Physically, emotionally, I knew that if I moved to LA, I could become the woman I was meant to be.
We all clear?
Katie's gone.
Did she convince you to drop this?
Rick Forrester, transferring to Paris.
I guess not.
You like that? How about this one? Forrester CEO caught in a trance.
Nice. I like that. That works.
Or should I focus the headline on Maya? No, I don't want to do that. It's not about her. It's about Rick. I want to tarnish his name, his fragile little ego. All right, listen, I want you to do something for me. I want you to tell graphics I have a picture that we can use, but I'm going to need them to clean it up a little bit.
Oh, Rick?
No, Maya. I took this at the Forrester house a while back. It hangs above the fireplace. Stephanie's place of honor. Forrester family matriarch. Once a man. Now that's a headline.
I mostly agree with you about the past. And that who we are as children and young adults doesn't matter to who we are today. I love you and the man you are now. And the information about who you were before I knew you doesn't matter all that much. I mean, we grow, we change. You were a different man when you married Caroline and Amber. And so why should it bother me what happened when you were with them, or what happened when you were living in Paris, or when you were a child, or a baby, or a teenager? You know, it's all just pieces of what brought you to me. And I don't care about your past. All I care about is right now and starting our life together.
Is this your way of saying yes?
There is no doubt that I will. If you ask me again. No, Rick, wait. If you ask me again after I tell you something.
You just said that the past doesn't matter.
It doesn't, really. But there is something about me that I think a husband deserves to know about his wife.
You're being awfully serious right now. It's starting to freak me out.
Okay. It's okay. It's positive. It's something that I needed. And we probably wouldn't be together if it hadn't happened.
You said it was one of the reasons why you came to LA?
Yes, I came from a small town, and there wasn't a doctor there who could help me.
A doctor? Were you sick?
Not in a traditional way.
Those estrogen pills that I found, does it have something to do with it?
Yes.
You told me it wasn't that serious, though.
It isn't, but I need them.
To live?
Not in the way you mean, but yes. I came to LA seeking a particular kind of doctor, and I've been taking estrogen ever since. Because it helps me live the life that I was meant to. The life that I've always seen for myself. Because the life that I was living before was wrong. It was hurting me. You know, it wasn't who I was, the way that I was born.
Like a birth defect, or?
I think of it that way sometimes, but others don't.
I don't...
Okay.
You know, I don't really understand.
All right, sweetie. There was no Maya Avant until after I came to LA.
Then who were you?
Me. The same me that I've always been, but the birth certificate that I gave HR is not the one that was signed by my doctor when I was born.
Why, because they lost the first one?
No. Because I had a boy's name. Myron.
Why would they do that?
Because they raised me as a boy.